listening to 40 Weeks, a production of the Pregnancy Podcast with Vanessa Merton. Visit pregnancypodcast.com/week for all of the 40 Weeks resources and sign up with your due date to get each episode delivered to your inbox when you start a new week of your pregnancy. Thank you for tuning in to the 40 Weeks podcast. Although pregnancy is measured in 40 weeks, it's possible to go past your due date. If you're still pregnant, welcome to week 41. You get to meet your baby any day now. You can see a picture of what your baby looks like this week, read the transcript, and access the additional resources for week 41 at pregnancypodcast.com/week 41. Don't stress out if your little pumpkin isn't ready to come out yet. If your baby's still cooking, they are a bigger pumpkin this week. Your baby measures around 20.5 inches or 52 centimeters, and they weigh about 8.3 pounds or 3.8 kilograms. If you make it to 41 weeks, your baby is officially late term. Births after 41 weeks account for nearly 5% of births in the United States. Lung development finalizes at the end of your pregnancy as your baby's preparing for their first breath of air. And researchers have actually determined that your baby's lungs produce a protein that can signal the start of labor. At 41 weeks, it's likely your care provider has increased the frequency of your prenatal visits. And if you or your partner have any last questions about labor, birth, your body postpartum, or anything else, now is the time to ask. Take advantage of the extra attention from your doctor or midwife to get even more prepared for your baby's arrival. If you need a refresher on methods that your doctor or midwife can employ to induce labor, there's a pregnancy podcast episode at pregnancypodcast.com/inducing labor. That covers all of the methods, how they work, the risks, and the benefits, and includes details on stripping and sweeping membranes, misoprostol or cytotec, dinoprostone, which can go by the names Cervidil and Prepidil, synthetic oxytocin, which is Pitocin, using a laminaria or a balloon catheter, and breaking your water. There's also an episode on inducing labor naturally at pregnancypodcast.com/inducing labor naturally. And that covers exercise, baths, nipple stimulation, sex, acupuncture, castor oil, evening primrose oil, red raspberry leaf, spicy foods, pineapple, basil, oregano, and dates. A tip this week for dads and partners. One of the biggest things I hear from dads and partners during pregnancy and after their baby arrives is that they don't know what to do. They feel useless and like they can't help, or they feel like there's nothing for them to do. And that could not be further from the truth. After birth, mom needs to physically recover. She has to navigate breastfeeding a newborn who will be eating around the clock. Partners and dads can take care of all the other things so that mom can focus on recovery, breastfeeding, and bonding. Everything helps. Consider taking care of diaper changes, dishes, making dinner, cleaning the house, grocery shopping. The less mom has to do in the first few weeks, the better. Thank you for tuning in to the 40 Weeks podcast. You can see the full transcript and all of the resources for this episode at pregnancypodcast.com/week 41. At the very latest, next week is the last week of your pregnancy. And until then, I wish you the very best in your pregnancy journey.